Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. On behalf of the City of Tshwane's Department of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, I welcome you to the Pretoria Art Museum on this auspicious evening. With this exhibition of the PELMAMA donation, we pay tribute to Mr. Ferdinand Hengi and express our profound gratitude for the wealth that he has bestowed upon the Pretoria Art Museum. To tell us more about this donation, we have requested the National President of SANAVA to open the exhibition. The South African National Association for the Visual Arts, or SANAVA, is the oldest constitutionally established, most representative national non-governmental association for the promotion of the visual arts in South Africa. Its origin dating back to 1851, when the Cape Fine Arts Society was established. Herewith, I would like to introduce the National President of SANAVA, Mr. Anton Loubser.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm honored to have been asked to open this exhibition of the PELMAMA permanent art collection. In doing so, I pay tribute, and we pay tribute, in fact, as members of the arts public in South Africa, to the generosity of a great lover of art, a foreign national, Ferdinand Hengi, who left an important inheritance as a token of love for a country where he had spent a good deal of his life. Since the opening of the Pretoria Art Museum in 1964, there has been a close relationship with the Hengi family. It started with a donation of a drawing by Frans Oerder to the Pretoria Art Museum, which was donated by Madame Fernand Marie-Louise Hengi. Mr. Fernand Hengi was the owner, co-owner and co-director of Gallery 101 in Johannesburg, established jointly with his mother, Madame Hengi, and operating this from 1961. The Gallery 101, that group, had at its peak 3 branches in Johannesburg. Fernand left the 101 group in 1972 to start his own gallery, taking over the Hyde Park Corner branch in Johannesburg, operating henceforth as Gallery 21 Johannesburg, and concentrating on top modern South African and international art. The character of Gallery 21 was somewhat different from the catch-all character of his mother's gallery. Fernand leaned towards contemporary styles in both local and international art. He tended to concentrate on a small group of artists whom he nurtured and promoted. He devoted energy and effort to fostering his exhibitors, showcasing their work at major exhibitions in South Africa and abroad, publishing books about their work and issuing folios of their graphic prints. We realize this is so important for an artist, a serious artist, to be taken charge of sooner rather than later by a gallery or by some other promoter, really to get on. Mr. Hengi was dynamically involved in the South African art market from 1961 until 1993, and also the driving force behind PELMAMA, when he decided to retire and settle in Switzerland, his home country. In 1979, Werner Hengi organized a Lucas Setole retrospective exhibition at the Rand Afrikaans University, Johannesburg, which was then immediately followed up here at the Pretoria Art Museum. As from 91, the Hengi Foundation donated and loaned a number of important artworks to the Pretoria Art Museum in recognition of many years of congenial cooperation with this museum. This included works by many exciting South African artists, covering especially the period of the 1960s up to the 1980s. It consisted of mostly graphic artworks and a collection of fantastic ceramics. The donation of ceramics represents a considerable addition to the very small collection already brought together by the Art Museum, and almost double the ceramic collection at that stage. Now, the Hengi Foundation received a variety of art objects from the collection of Gertrude Agranat. Some of the ceramics that came to the museum stems from this request. From 91 onwards, the museum received various artworks on loan from the Hengi Foundation. All works of art donated over the years by the Hengi Foundation, by artists or private collectors, have been passed on freely to public museums in South Africa. We are therefore not the only beneficiary rather, as part of the PELMAMA permanent collection.